Welcome, everybody, to Coffee with Colby. We're excited to be here again, and you get to see my messy bookshelf behind us.
Come on, Katie, clean your office.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see all these wires and things.
I say clean your office because mine's a pretty big mess right now because we've been living out of suitcases for
man.
a couple of months.
Hey,
so.
not for long, right?
Not for long.
Not for long.
Tomorrow, this is Tuesday.
Mhm.
Tomorrow, Wednesday morning at 10:30, we're at the title company.
Mhm.
My hands are gonna cramp signing so many papers, but hopefully walk away and I'll be in
You'll have
possession of a
man.
house.
That's awesome.
Not living in it quite yet. Lady living there still's got to move out, but
Certainly.
got a text today that might happen sooner than what we thought. We were thinking maybe beginning of August, a couple more weeks before she would move out, but got a text from the family today, and they thought she might be out by next week. So
wow, that would be awesome.
It would be awesome. So, but
it's exciting.
It is exciting. I'm excited, and it looks like all the numbers are in place and everything's lined up, and all I'm gonna do is sign on the dotted line.
Man. That makes me think of really the first thing I wanted to talk about today. I don't even know that we've talked about this yet. I'm surprised because this is like our 14th episode, I think.
14?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Goodness.
Man. We're getting there.
Pretty soon we're going to be in the triple digits.
I know. But yeah, that's something I wanted to ask you is, we're focus on the coffee aspect a little bit in Coffee with Colby. I was curious, where is your favorite place to have a cup of coffee? Favorite setting?
Yeah. Someplace peaceful, quiet. Generally, here's the thing. I am a night owl in a lot of ways, and just out of habit more than nature. Nature, I actually really like mornings.
Yeah.
And sunrises are my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I'm hardly ever awake to see them. Because I'm laying in bed, I could get up at sunrise or I could sleep a little bit longer. I'll sleep a little bit longer.
Right.
But I love waking up, smelling the morning air, the crispness in the air, and then the sunrise.
Right.
I actually proposed to Lisa on the side of the road at a sunrise.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been driving. One thing we did when we were dating is drive.
Wow.
I worked at night. I was working at night at Walmart, and she was working at nights because she was over the freshman dorms, and so on our nights off, if they correlated, we'd just get in the car and start driving. We were going to school in Oklahoma City, but we'd drive to Kansas and back, Colorado and back.
Wow.
We just burned gas. It was cheap then. It was early 2000s when the gas fell out of the bottom. And anyway,
I remember kindergarten.
Yeah, we drove, and I had been doing this part-time weekend kind of youth ministry, actually, and this place called Watonga, Oklahoma, which has a cheese factory. So at every potluck, there were cheese curds.
That's awesome.
Many of the members worked at the cheese factory. Them? No. I know people who love. Do you like cheese curds?
I couldn't tell you.
They are very rubbery.
Yeah.
The taste was okay, but I'm a texture guy.
Yeah.
And my teeth would be squeaking as I ate them. I couldn't take it.
I probably couldn't do it then.
Some people like fried cheese curds. That might be better.
Yeah.
Because then they're hot and melty. But anyway, they're the leftover, like when they make the big cheese wheels.
Right.
And they skim off, the excess. It's little.
Gotcha.
Because cheese kind of expands in the fermentation or whatever process. And anyway. They just, the cheese curds are the leftover of the cheese making process, but some people love them. But anyway.
Don't take offense if you...
I got my phone ring. I can turn it off here.
Hey,
you're just my brother. Hey, Kenneth, just you. Anyway, long story. I was doing weekend youth ministries there, and it was up on a plateau. The highway that went from Oklahoma City to Watonga, and we'd stay the night at one of the members actually ran a hotel.
Right.
The three guys that we stayed in a hotel room for Sunday, have a Devo Saturday night, and then Sunday morning worship, go back to school. Anyway, this plateau was awesome. And one time, we didn't go up Saturday night. We went up early Sunday morning for
Right.
whatever reason. One of us had something to do that Saturday night, so let's just go on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And like we were going up the hill, cresting the plateau at Kingfisher before you get to Watonga, and in the rearview mirror, the sunrise is just breathtaking.
Wow.
So that night that I was getting my courage up, I'm gonna pop the question. We were driving around. I'm like, I'm gonna head towards Kingfisher.
Right.
I went up there and I pulled off side of the road right and where the crest of the plateau was, and it was pre-dawn. We've been driving all night long, chatting, talking like we had done several times before that, talking about our futures even, and we discussed family, but I officially popped the question. But I pulled over and Lisa's like, it was funny because she started getting upset. Like these 18-wheelers are blaring by. It's a busy highway, and we're just off on past the edge of the shoulder. And she Colby, let's go. I'm like, no, wait. Wait for what? Just wait. He's like, well, we're going to get killed on the side of the road. And I'm like, honey, it's okay. Let's just wait. It'll be all right. I don't know why we're sitting here waiting. It's just okay. She was getting rather short with me. But then I looked back and, the sky got lighter. And then eventually when I saw the least bit of sun creeping up, I hit one knee. I said, will you marry me? He said, oh. Yeah. Sorry, I was testing.
Sure. That's awesome.
Actually, she said, "Of course, silly," because we talked about it pretty extensively, but then my response was, "I don't think you understand. I mean, now." And so, because I was about to go to graduate school, and she was about to start a new job, and we talked about. Anyway, I said, before we moved to Memphis, because she was going to get an apartment and I was going to live on campus, I said, let's get married. And it was 2 weeks away. So our engagement lasted 2 weeks and 2 days. Give me credit, 16 full days. That's how long we were engaged.
Wow.
So
we almost have that many coffee with Colby up Goodness.
Yeah. So
as far as the sunrise goes, you're not much of a morning person.
I do love it. Though.
You like the nighttime so much. You like to see it end.
There you go. When I was working night shift at Walmart, it didn't bother me in the least.
Yeah.
And I don't mind sleeping during the day, working, staying awake all night long.
Right.
Even now, I can maybe not do it quite as well as I could when I was 20, but I can still do it pretty easily. I pull an all-nighter without, got to catch up sleep at some point. But it doesn't bother me. And, that's a good way of putting it, KT. I like to see the night end with the sun coming up.
And then you go to bed. That's awesome. I see why you like coffee so much.
I need to stay awake,
It's the only way.
But like my favorite place to drink coffee would be like sitting on a porch, looking at the trees or whatever scenery I would have. Quiet, nothing but the birds chirping, but the setting of the sunrise. I love the sunrise. I like sunsets too; they're really pretty. But to me, sunrise is 100 times better,
especially for a cup of coffee. I think wintertime, to me. Like, cool, crisp air. So good.
Iowa wintertime, it's a little bit cooler than crisp.
I'm thinking like Texas wintertime.
Texas wintertime,
nice brisk 60.
Yeah. Which to me, Texas, after living in Iowa, which had 4 whole seasons, we had, I know it's amazing to think about, but we actually had spring, summer, fall, and winter, and they were different. Texas has 2 seasons.
It does.
Summer and almost summer.
Right. It's either just was or is about to be.
Almost summer only lasts maybe 2 months.
Right.
But it's definitely not winter.
Yeah.
It's just not quite summer compared to the rest.
We like to call it winter.
Other 9 or 10 months, which are full on summer. It's just not quite full on summer. Just a mild summer. That's what we have. Summer and mild summer.
Definitely. Well, I see this. This is a French press, correct?
It is.
I'm curious. I don't think we've ever talked about how you make your coffee. Would you maybe share with me, share with us the process, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I take my coffee seriously, as any good Christian should.
He brews. There it is.
I had a friend, an acquaintance more so, but we were at a church retreat together, and he had roasted his own beans and stuff, kind of like Gerald does. But he had a T-shirt that said "Friends don't like friends, drink Folgers." And
that's funny.
It was, and he had good coffee.
Yeah.
But
so how do you make yours?
Well, I grind my own beans. I got a grinder, which I can show you in a minute, and heat up my water to exactly 195 degrees Fahrenheit. The coffee beans are nice and absorbed. Well, come by and have some coffee with me sometime. I'll brew you my special coffee, and you can taste test it and see if it's
good. That's pretty good.
All right.
I like it. I'm not too interested in the process, I guess. But
you like to push the button.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
It's good.
My wife has told me many times, there's a machine that does this for you, right?
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I've seen too many movies where machines take over. So
that's right. I'm
yeah.
I am keeping Skynet from overwhelming everything. I'm keeping it simple.
Exactly.
I'm an Amish Church of Christ minister when it comes to my coffee.
Well, Sunday's coming up. If people are watching this on Saturday or Sunday, we'd love for them to join us for worship. And I was just
either in person or online,
as we tend to do. I was wondering what you got coming for us this Sunday.
We're in a series we started last week called My People, and it's focusing a lot on the story of Exodus.
Right.
And the first one last week was about how God looked at the slaves in Egypt that Moses thought that Pharaoh just thought were expendable items to be used.
Yeah. And
God's response is, no, they're my people.
Right.
And so, because he hears their cry and he sees their suffering, and he does not take it lightly. And so this week we're moving on to the actual story of the Exodus, of the exit from Egypt, whenever you have the 10 plagues and the 10th plague especially, and then the crossing of the Red Sea, whenever, the first, last week was God heard the cry of his people. This week he responds. He acts. Right. He's not a God who sits back and just, let's see what happens. He's involved and he intervenes on behalf of his people. And we're still his people. So
I like that a lot. Awesome. So join us.
Yes,
either
please.
In person or if you still don't feel comfortable being out. We love y'all and we're praying for you. We hope that you enjoy the online worship services. I think you're probably going to be recording that pretty soon here, huh?
Yeah, because
you got a lot to do tomorrow. So
yeah, closing tomorrow, and then we're heading back to my mom's house because we're celebrating my oldest daughter's birthday on Thursday. Yeah. She's turning 16
on the 16th,
July 16th, and she'll be 16 years old, and and then I'll
gonna be driving soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're doing a permit. She's not quite finished with driver's ed stuff to get her license, but she's working on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's upon us,
man. You sound excited.
I could use prayers. I got a lot of teenagers coming up.
One after the other, man. One after the other. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, thank you for being here, Colby. Thank you for watching if you are online, and we hope to see you soon.
Yes.
See you soon.
We tried.
You looked over and saw the little lip quiver, didn't you?
Yeah. I can't keep a straight face with you.